Hello, 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 and welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys are all having a safe and happy day. Um, we are going to continue in the viewing of the footage of Chris Watts carrying out his family or whatever he did here. I wanted to update you guys because they have actually chosen some of the cast members for the movie that they're going to be making in regards to the Christopher Watts case. So Lifetime is making a movie about the tragic murders of Shanann Watts and Bella and Celeste. Um, it's of course based on real life events and the taped confessions of the Christopher Watts, of course. And basically, Sean Clear, he was also played in Odd Mom Out. He has been cast as Christopher Watts. Ashley Williams, she was starred in How I Met Your Mother. She's going to be Shanann Watts. And then Brooke Smith from Bates Motel, Ray Donovan as FBI agent Tammy Lee. And of course, Sony Pictures Television is producing the film for Lifetime. So, of course, we're going to stay tuned for that to come out. Hi, Susie. Hello, hello. So, I was just checking out um, how much more case files there were. And I was kind of shocked, actually. I'll show you what I mean. So, we had finished off here on the final one at the bottom, which was the security footage for those of you that have been following this closely. Now the next set of files to open here have quite a bit as well. So we're going to integrate all of this as well, and we're going to go through it together. Hello, Mr. Yeshua Lishua la 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 la. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Rise Up. Yes, I was saying something about the movie. I was letting you guys know that Lifetime is making a movie about the killings, and they have chosen some of the cast members already. So Sean Clare, he's from Odd Mom Out. He's been cast as Chris Watts, and then Ashley Williams, she was in How I Met Your Mother. She's been cast as Shanann. And then Brooke Smith from Bates Motel, Ray Donovan, she's been cast as FBI Lee. And then Sony Pictures is, of course, producing. This was a murder, a year ago, and who's involved. And I'm anxious to see what they're gonna, what they're gonna come up with, and how they're gonna go about piecing through the confessions and trying to decipher what's truthful and what isn't, what's a fact and what isn't. Definitely a sad situation. So, who's asking that now? A movie being made by Sony. Lisa, yes, 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 yes. Hello, Vincina. So I will definitely keep you guys posted on the details. As I said, Ashley Williams, she was the actress in How I Met Your Mother, is going to be playing Shanann Watts. Lisa, that is your answer. And then, as I stated to y'all, we were going through this footage here just to finish sort of piecing together, what this man did when he was in his home. Yeah, some of these things that are coming out in regards to this case will be interesting to follow together, and I'm excited to bring you guys the information. People Magazine was, of course, privy to quite a bit of the information that was released in regards to this production. So I was happy to have found that article and shared it here verbally with you guys. So sad but important. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So I'll keep you posted as to when that's going to be happening. I would like to believe that Sony is definitely going to be giving some of those proceeds over to the family, the victim's family. So I highly doubt that it's, they're going to keep it all themselves type of thing. I would imagine that legally they would have had to have some type of contract as to those exact facts, folks. But we're not privy to everything, not yet. Anyways, we will find out as we go along. I hope you guys will stick with me, and yeah, let's carry on here. Anybody else have anything they would like to share or stress in regards to this? Hi, Gigi. Yeah, the date is tentative though, Lisa. It's not set in stone. So I had pizza for my birthday. But yeah, I would imagine that this was already something that was ironed out legally with the victim's family. So I'm more than sure that they wouldn't go ahead with the project without having those things ironed out first. It's almost prerequisite when you're looking at doing a story on somebody whose families are still alive and around to have a say or something about it. So stay tuned though, y'all. It's going to be a process, that's for sure. Hello, Aristo. Welcome. Hi, Michael. How are you? Yeah, I don't really see them doing any of the project prior to ironing out their legalities and liabilities though, folks. That's a serious legal battle, if you will, and I'm sure it's not something that Sony takes lightly. So have faith in the universe and the system, and that the good people will profit, and there will be some proceeds that, of course, are going to go to the victim's family. And I mean, that's just going to help with the whole funding of the funeral, as well as any expenses as for debts and whatnot. So, and thank you, Gigi, for the birthday wishes. I think that they would have already done that, Yvette. That's what I'm stating, is that I don't see Sony being so rash and wild as to just go about making this story that's involving so many people, that's families and victims are and whatnot are still around and alive. I could see them doing that on a story that's so old that perhaps there is no family left or alive, but not with something so current. Susie, are you Nancy? Or are you somebody who's placed another order and I just haven't checked my emails? Or is Susie and Nancy the same person? I gotcha. I sent you a thank you email, which I just recently started doing. So please, if you're anybody who has already purchased a mug from the merch store, don't be disappointed. That's brand new. So we only have one short hour again today here, folks. And thank you so much for the birthday wishes. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate your support. Sorry, my kitty cats are starting to play. Did you see Chris Watts bring out the first trip to the truck here. It's so dark, but I mean, I'm wondering, can you even, maybe you can almost even see that he does have a body on his shoulders. As I honestly think we would have seen him bend over to pick this up, but I think that you can almost see like the hands and a little bit of the face. It's very, very faint though, folks. I don't know if you can see that. This was his first trip to the truck, which most of us think that this was putting Shanann into the truck, right? Can anybody else see that? It's up by the light bulb though, which makes it a little bit difficult to see. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're so sweet. Happy birthday, lovely. We love your channel. You're so sweet, Lisa. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the donations that you guys send to me, and I thank you all for showing me that there is still some sweet humanity left in the world somewhere, in some places. You've seen it different times, yeah. The structure of this person is weird. It seems to dip down for a second before picking up again, but it's weird. Even the shadow underneath is weird. It's pretty clear too that he was dragging something. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much, Aristro. Another number. What are you seeing is the movement of the accomplice going in and out. Watch in zoomed mode. By the way, you guys, I'm working with somebody to try to piece together some information for you guys. So stay tuned for that exciting video. I am excited to work with this individual and try to piece together all of these things for you guys. It's basically to show you, though, that there really was a second person that was involved in this. And yes, I really would. Another number. Now I'm wondering if you are you also Kid Canuck? Hi, Amy. Love and light from you to me. We both live in the universe, so let's thank it for love and light, right? I can't wait to see that video, right, mister? I'm so stoked to put it together. I'm not going to lie. Cloud, stop it, please. No. You're not Kid Canuck, but you're aware of the profile. Yeah, he seems really knowledgeable about it as well, so I'm not sure on when I'll have the video ready. As you guys know, I have a really busy schedule, but I will try to get it out to you in the next week. Cross my fingers I'm able to fit it all in, you know what I mean? And keep my sanity. Oh boy. But yeah, super interesting. Some of the tidbits that I have read and gotten, I'm definitely interested in sort of piecing things together, but we'll see. I don't even know if I'd monetize that because I'm pretty sure that some of the information and footage is coming from other channels. So of course I wouldn't want to monetize. And what is that light? And there is Chris Watts. Yeah, that's definitely Chris. But the other one didn't seem to be Chris. But yeah, I'll get the information together, you guys. I really just wanted to give you a little tidbit on what's to come, but I don't want to say too much. So stay tuned for that, okay? You hear the kitty? I know. Yeah, she's meow. Yeah, good luck with having time, no doubt. You know what would be really cool though is if I could get things done, say, while driving, you know, if the vehicle drove itself to where I needed to go, then I could technically be working online at the same time, which would give me more work time. One day, hashtag goals, right? Aw, thank you so much, Lisa. My channel is both informative and chill. I love it. That's so sweet. You're just a doll, Lisa, for real. Yes, mister, it's a teaser. You got that right. I would like to think that everybody feels welcome here, but who knows? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Now I don't want to call you Susie. Now I want to call you Nancy. Too funny. We did some speculation videos on thinking perhaps it was, you know, a digital device that maybe the girls were on to keep them occupied while, you know, Chris was hauling out his wife. And but I mean, you know, there's so much that came out of Chris Watts that wasn't truthful that it's really difficult to decipher what happened. It's almost a guess and a gamble, to be honest, right? You know, everybody seems to have a little bit of an opinion, and I would like to think that we're all welcoming of that here too. No matter what your opinion is, you're welcome to share it, and you won't get attacked here. So, which unfortunately has happened to some of you guys on other platforms and other channels. But your guess is as good as mine as far as what exactly the lights were, Nancy, you know? Because we thought maybe it was the interior truck lights. We thought maybe it was a digital device. You know, nobody really knows. Yeah, I wonder who they're going to cast as Nicole as well. Although, mind you, in the actress world, I don't think it'll bring them a bad reputation in any way, shape, or form. You know, I think if there's an actress out there that can pull it off and do the position well enough, like go for it, you know. Yes, all opinions welcome, no matter if it's a little bit of a negative one, you know. Just don't bash someone else and go ahead and share away. You're so sweet. I think we're just lucky that we got as much info as we did get, in all honesty, because, you know, once Chris was arrested and formally charged, you know, he was trying to plead out like right away. He was trying to tell his lawyer, you know, just get this over with, just plead me guilty. I don't want to have to make anybody relive any of this. These were some of the things that he was legitimately actually saying, and his lawyer is telling him like, wait a minute, calm down, you know, don't plead yet. And you know, they managed to hold him off for a month and a half, 2 months ish, and that's when they had to finally accept, you know, I mean, it is his request to his lawyer, right? And I mean, his lawyer saying, wait a minute, it's too quick, let's go through some more evidence, we can find some things to balance this in your favor, blah blah blah, right? And so by the time we got to, he was arrested August. By the time we hit September, he was already getting sentenced. Like legit one of the fastest cases I think that's ever really hit the news. I mean, you know, before it was even barely open, it was shut and closed and done. So thank God it's Sherry. Yes, Linda. Well, they definitely should have the character truthfully depicted as trashy as she truly is. I don't think that the actresses necessarily need to reflect, you know, who that person is in reality. They need to project it for the movie, for their part. But I don't, you know, I don't think that it actually makes them trashy or horrible people because somebody played a really hard part in a movie, right? And I don't think that it brings them hate either. Like I think if you could play the job well, kind of thing, and you can do that and you resemble her kind of thing, great, go for it, take it. I actually can't even think of an actress right off the hop, like off the top of my head, that I think kind of would resemble NK. You know, I'm not even sure. Lisa, you're so sweet. Was it a family member being protected? Yeah, we have no idea, right, Lisa? Because it was sort of shut so quickly and he was sentenced. And I mean, once the judge had read him his rights and he had obliged that he had understood them, it was case closed. Forensics was halted, everything stopped. So I think we're lucky that we kind of got as much as we did because he was trying to, close the case like in August, for crying out loud. He was trying to just plead out. And, his lawyer managed to hold him off for a little while. Yes, I was, Gigi. But yeah, protecting somebody else for sure is what it looks like. I hope they show the fact that NK researched the family even before meeting Chris Watts at work, because that's truly been proven. The creepy fact. Yeah, I think she had already known. She already met Chris Watts. She'd already seen him. They didn't actually physically kind of, they weren't exchanging messages. They weren't close. They weren't seeing each other outside of work. They weren't sleeping together. Nothing had progressed, but she knew who he was in order to search and try to find who he really was, right? And I mean, yes, that was proven that it was not a typo. It was a reality search from 2017, a whole 8-9 months prior to them even hanging out outside of work, right? Hello, Kim A. For instance, look at Shirley Theron played Eileen Worms. I spelled that only wrong. Got my point. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that did anything characteristically to Charlize Theron for playing that part. That's my take on it. Yeah, amazing role, I would say. Like I would say that it was well well acted, right? Now, does anybody have any ideas or thoughts as to which actress could actually play, who would resemble Nicole Kessinger? I'm trying to think of an actress that even resembles her at all. Yeah, she is beautiful. Charlize Theron is gorgeous. Chris Watts immediately wanted to shut all down. Yeah, you got to wonder why, right, Lisa? Exactly. That's a really good question, Lisa. And thanks for being inclusive to everybody who's watching. I don't have any information about that. Who's asking that? Is that Linda, I think? Yeah, Linda, I don't really have any information as to that. I have not heard anything about there being any filming about this case in Canada. So, and it would kind of confuse me as to why, even, but because everything happened there in the United States. So, no, I haven't heard anything like that, but I will let you know if I do. Oh, you're so sweet, Gigi. I've sent part 1 of 5 to the Sassy Girl email. Perfect. Yeah, he shut it down to protect others. That's what I feel like too, you guys. What do you mean? So I hope the movie casts them both that way. What do you mean, Mister? There's those lights again, you guys. Did you see that? Watch up here in the bushes. There comes Chris Watts again. Nancy, you're hilarious. I love that you remembered that story. It's so funny. I think I heard somewhere in the Maritimes for a possible movie. Truly, I think with Shannon and Kay are both physically attractive. I can't make an opinion on their inner because we can't know this. Yeah. Like I don't know if anybody else is noticing the fact that Chris is really tall over the truck. You know what I mean? And there seemed to be a smaller person loading the truck or something here. Like, did somebody help him with this? Do we know where his family was that night, kind of thing? Like his sister and his mom and dad? Hi, Half Rudder. How you doing? Hey, Michelle. Some things never added up about those lights in the bushes. Yeah, no doubt, Gigi. Listen to me says Bigfoot size 12. You're funny. The dude loading the gas can is left-handed. Well, and don't you notice that the height too just seems to be like I realized it's two different sides of the camera, but Chris's chest is like at the truck kind of thing. So, the person that was walking around on the other side, could it have been that his sister helped or something and that's why she's also so involved? I don't know. Ding, ding, ding. That's possible. Hey, Wendy. Not seen on camera for over 20 minutes. He runs outside off camera while the accomplice is very busy. Yeah. I honestly, I kind of Uh, like I'm leaning towards that now. Like this case is so difficult because we really just didn't get all of it. But I'm looking at him on the other side of the truck, and I mean, it doesn't even seem to be the same person. The heights are two totally different heights, for crying out loud, is what it looks like. How can I see anything? Well, I am sitting pretty close up to my camera here, on a big screen. What about August 15th? This had all actually happened on August 13th. Yeah, two different people. That's why it's two different heights. And I mean, if you're talking about um carrying out, bodies and stuff like that, for crying out loud, you're going to add height, not take it away. So some of this is really just making you question, eh? A man and a woman. Yeah, it's plausible. Mark thought that. I don't think so, because I think he did it himself. Watt's friend Mark thought the sister was there that weekend. Thank you so much, Lisa. It says, think if Jamie was involved, only child left. Wow. As far as inheritance and stuff like that goes, that would be pretty crazy. Yes, the kitty cat. He just made it when the sun was coming up with Shanann being late and all. Yeah, it was definitely getting a lot lighter. It looks like two different shadows at the same time. Wendy, I would lean to agree with that, Madam Military Mark is the person to convince Chris he no longer loves Shanann. Yeah, he was involved in a lot of conversations over the phone and stuff with Cindy Watts, right? There's lights going on and off. Like, why, if Chris has walked away, he's not near the truck, why would those lights be coming on? So weird. Oh no, we definitely showed that on the last footage that we covered, hun. Half Rudder. We had shown that on the previous live show to this one, actually. Would lose everything, both children in prison. The note that Chris Watts gave to Jamie. Yeah, that note was really weird, hey? Yeah, I don't know if I could see like military Mark getting involved in stuff, something like this. So, you know, maybe for his bestest friend ever. I don't know. This shadow seems really weird. And there's something wrong with the height on this. This doesn't look like it's Chris. Part of Nate's film was looped. Yeah. Saw the truth troll. Cheers. Hello, hello. I love truth trolls. That's awesome. It's probably like the best kind to have, don't you think? Do we all agree that Chris Watts could not act alone? Yeah, I think we're all on the same page about that. Like, there's something off about this whole thing. And I think all of us are smelling a little bit of bullshit here, you know? It's you, Dank Williams. Aw. How come so many of you use different names? I love your real names. Oh, for crying out loud. Trying to remember, did someone come to that site or he went straight to the next site? What do you mean, Gigi? You're trying to remember, did someone come to that site or he went straight to the next site? There were 4 people that showed up at the service site. The woman that was working with them, what was her name again? Was it Michelle? I can't remember right now. She actually saw Chris with a shovel, like, and he seemed to be sweating and a bit kind of out of breath, and she didn't really piece any of it together or that something was wrong, you know? Melissa, yes. I knew it started with an M. Yeah. So this is the footage of him, what it looks like he's, bending over. But I don't even know if this is Chris, you guys, anymore. Like, I'm just so doubtful on a lot of this stuff. Troy, Melissa, and Chad, yeah, they had all went to 319 that morning, and it was, I think, like around 7:30 or something that they had, collectively driven there and met Chris that was doing that repair. Hmm. I don't know. All arrived after 7:40 and before 8:30. Yeah, I know it was very early in the morning. Nancy, I love your name. It's a good name. I have an aunt named Nancy. She was such a sweetheart. Hmm. It's not Chris. Listen to me. I totally agree with you. Like you can very much see that there's someone else in the photo. Yeah, the mystery will continue till we get the whole truth. Yeah, it was parked in an unusual location at the site. Ooh, listen to me. The plot thickens. Well, in all honesty, I think that everybody here can agree that what we've seen on camera shows that somebody else of a different height and a different stature was there. You have a cousin named Nancy. Nice. Hmm. Oh yeah, I totally noticed the difference in the leg size. Like I'm really good with attention to detail, and you can very well see that it's two different people. Very good question, Nancy. Susie. I don't know what to call you now. Darn it. Yeah, the shadows don't lie. You got that right, Wendy. You got that right. People can lie left, right, and center, right? But when you can actually see it with your own freaking eyes, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Michelle, I don't know, guys. Chris is loyal to no one. If he had someone helping, I think he'd throw them under the bus by now. I don't know. I don't know. He seems to be really, really adamant about protecting Nicole Kessinger. I could see him protecting family who may have helped him with this. Crazy how long he took here, but I love that we have the footage, you know? Going back to work, just stopped in to say hi. Okay, well, you have a great day at work, eh? Right, Wendy? Very interesting theory there, too. Listen to me, that it could be his sister and her hubby due to, you know, history of being the bad guy or whatever, right? Hmm. Aw, thank you for the likes. You've always thought that the families helped with the murders. Well, they sure didn't get along with each other. They really didn't like each other. And, you know, knowing that Jamie has a shady past, you know, it's plausible at that point, right? And I mean, the fact that they even knew about the mistress and were okay with the mistress and liked the mistress more than the wife was also another, reason. But sounds very homely. Love it. Love it. You work safely, Dank Williams. So quick to close it. And that was all based on Chris Watts's um, request, basically. There's a close up of the first person who left the house, hat, ponytail, looking at her phone, at a phone. Yeah, no, half rudder. It's very obvious that there was somebody else that was there. Who is it now? Either the front driver's door, passenger's door is still open. The cargo light is still on when they drive off. Yeah, you can see the lights on. Yeah, even the walk is. I'm trying to pause it. You're off to bed, Lisa? Okay, have a good sleep, hon. They had the nerve not to send invites. Yes, for the wedding. I know, right? Offer to do such a delicate task only to purposefully mess it up on someone. That's just heartless, like for real. Like, what was your goal to that? Karma sucks. Like, what are you thinking? Like, that's just malicious on every level. It means that you premeditatedly planned to fuck up someone's wedding on purpose. Like, wow. That's what that's like. Yeah, the Watts not shedding a tear over the murders. The victim impact statement really gave that whole thing away. And I mean, they chalk it up to the fact that they didn't even have a chance to talk to Chris to find out what really happened. But that's a load of bullshit because his dad had hours to that, hanging out at the police station talking and hanging out. So, you know, and why didn't Cindy Watts go when this was her only son's, like, basically his livelihood, life of freedom on the line, and yet she chose to just sit back at home? I don't know. The whole thing's weird, right? Yeah, exactly. Wow, Wendy. Yes. Yeah, Yvette, you got that right. It's pretty disgusting. It means that there was forethought in screwing up someone's day. They're supposed to be special day, you know? I would imagine that the rest of this is just the daytime footage of what was handed over. Oh yeah, the marriage was doomed from the get-go when it really wasn't even blessed. They were working against her from day one, for crying out loud. Do you guys remember her comments, Cindy Watts's comments to Shanann Watts, saying, like, when she got married, she didn't need a big fancy wedding. When she got married, she didn't need a big fancy ring. You know, when she got married, she didn't need blah, blah, blah. Like, for crying out loud, it was a whole level of comparison on every level, which was ridiculous. Like, what are you in? Are you in, you know, a race for Chris Watts's heart? Like, you know, you're his mother versus his future wife. Like, talk about putting a divider there, right? Yeah, because of his family not accepting Shanann, the marriage is definitely doomed. Yeah, I don't think the speculation is going to end. Yeah. But it's nice that we can come together and kind of share all of these thoughts here together, right? Yeah, of their own grandkids too, which is ridiculous. Like, those are your own, well, Jamie's got kids too, but I mean, your only grandchildren from your only son. Like, that's pretty precious too, all in itself, right? I guess that depends whose opinion you're asking. I just want to make sure that we've gotten all this footage. I figured that this was just going to be the remainder of what was turned over by Nate. And they knew the mistress. That was shocking. Yeah. And accepted her. Not only did they know about her, they accepted her compared to not accepting Shanann Watts. Like, what did that tell their son? Right? So we'll get started in with this brand new of the new set of files, the next set of files, folks. We're going to get started with that on our next live because our time is already up here, folks. We will be back on Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, and we can interact and talk more about this hot, controversial topic because there's just so much here, right? I love you all. I thank you so much for your support. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see more of you. We have a lot of great interactive conversations here, and everybody is welcome. No matter your age, race, size, color, ethnicity, belief system, doesn't matter. Everybody welcome. So I love you guys so much for your support. If you enjoyed this video and conversation, hit that like button. If you want to be notified of every single post of anything that I do, you have to click the bell, you guys, but then you have to select all. There's a selection of how much you want to know of when I'm posting. So I love you guys, and I'll see you back here on Sunday. But stay tuned for, this is why I say select the all, because sometimes I'm able to fit in a quick video update. So if you don't select all on the notification, you might miss a video here or there that I've had some time to create for you. So I love you. It's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. And I thank you guys for being here with me. I hope you guys all have a safe and happy rest of your day. And we will see you again soon for another true story with me, Sherry Wiens. Bye for now, folks. Much love.